Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to round number exhibition, as it is All-Star Night for the NSCA Cup Series in the 2023 season. I'm once again joined by Cody Goforth, and as well, a third man in the booth today. It is Ryan Griffin. So, guys, thank you so much for joining me today as we get set for, well, a couple races just for fun. Of course, this is the last chance qualifier that we're starting off with. Last chance for a lot of people to get into the main event for this All-Star Challenge weekend.
Hey, I appreciate you having me here. This is exciting, beautiful racetrack. Gonna be exciting racing. What do you think, Griffin?
Yeah, it should be exciting. Racing's fun. How did I get here again?
We pulled you through time and space, I guess. I don't know. All I know
That's
is
okay. I love racing, and anytime you get a race on a track that's like this, yeah, it's going to be crazy. Especially an all-star event. Everybody's going to be going for it. There's no hold bar, no points. Pedal to the metal, give it everything you got.
Yep. And of course, it's going to be 50 laps for this last chance qualifier, so really a short race. And of course, Pepsi Superdome, half-mile concrete surfaced track that's surrounding a football field. Very unique compared to a lot of the other tracks that we see on the schedule. Tracks like Daytona and even other short tracks like Bristol and Martinsville even. So it should be interesting to see how these cars handle. I mean, we did see them run the Clash year last year, but that was earlier in the year. Now we're going into the summer months, and so the track's going to be slick. It's going to be hot, especially here as we run this race in the later afternoon ahead of the All-Star race.
Very true. It's gonna be nice and slick. Gonna be seeing cars sliding around. This is gonna be exciting.
Now, as we look ahead to the opening ceremonies for this race, Erica Reinhardt lines up on pole position alongside Cody Goforth in the number 44 car. Then you have RJ Bishop, Roberto Crown Jr., Brandon Hancock, Tyler Blade Runner, Logan Morris, Darian Arnstruff, Alana Keshiel, and Brayan Stojanovic rounding out the top 10. Now, one driver I do want to point out, Jason Williams in 22nd. He will be once again filling in for Theodore Cox. Theodore Cox was qualified to get into the All-Star race. Unfortunately, he was injured a couple of weeks ago back at Pensacola. So Jason Williams, of course, in technically his second start in the 15, of course, will have to race his way in order to make the All-Star race. But he's going to be starting deep in the field, 22nd out of a 24-car field, as we get set to go racing for 50 laps around the Pepsi Superdome.
And it's exciting. Also, I think Griffin needs to be brought back in.
Yep. As we welcome back Ryan Griffin.
Alright, here we go. Opening ceremonies, Erica Reinhardt versus Cody Goforth on the front row. Here we go.
Griffin, you got a copy? Well, while we're waiting on Griffin, let's go ahead and get the cars rolling here.
Hey Griffin, just Cody Goforth up in the NSCA booth. You got a copy? Here we go. Into turn swing of 4. Erica Reinhardt versus Cody Goforth. Gonna be side by side. Here we go. It's time to kick off this All-Star night with the All-Star Open. Green flags, we are racing here in Pensacola.
New York, actually.
New York, sorry. New York. Sorry. Goforth able to clear into second place. Reinhardt got a great start on the inside. Goforth managed to make a clear side by side in the back, 3 wide, about mid pack.
Yep. McFreeze, Morse, and Blade Runner 3 wide in the middle of the pack here. As we see, really, the cars all up front here already get separated thanks to that. McFreeze falls back now in line behind Morse and Blade Runners. They're still side by side for about that back edge of the top 10.
Back half of the top 10 is all just trying to battle it out, trying to get every position you possibly can. This is going to be exciting to see. Cars getting sideways. As I was talking about, the track is very hot and slick here in New York.
Yep.
That Hellman's 88 got a little bit sideways right there.
And of course, the owner of that Hellman's 88, Eric Reinhardt Jr., not that much of a stranger to short track, especially of the likes of Bristol and Martinsville, having won a couple of races there.
Definitely so. As we go back up front, Goforth is starting to pull away from third to fourth place, and now is trying to chase down Erica Reinhardt.
Yeah, lead
Reinhardt.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, Reinhardt's really been trying to hold her own, but Goforth is there. Goforth's coming quick.
Yeah, and Erica Reinhardt, of course, several good runs earlier this season, just wasn't able to close it all out as we see them come off of turn number 4 to complete lap 7. Really going by quickly, already almost a fifth of the way done with this race.
Very true. These two have pulled away. These two have been the quickest cars all week during the practice sessions that we were running. But here in the last chance qualifier, it's these two again. But anything can happen here. I mean, this is the NSCA Cup Series. Anything can and anything will happen.
Especially with what we've seen of the new next-gen car they're running this season. There's been a little bit more parity in the field and whatnot. As we see RJ Bishop running third, you typically wouldn't see that. Then again, he also of course, a short track star. With this team primarily running in the home track divisions, if you will. That really a lot of the future NSCA stars of tomorrow and some of the ones even of today got started in.
Very true. You see, could it go forth trying to find run as we go back through the field. Reinhardt has starting to pull away a little bit.
Yep. Here we see Lionheart Racing teammates, Brandon Hancock and Roberto Crown Jr. running inside the top 10. That's not where they're running right now. Not going to be enough to qualify for the All-Star race, but it would put them in a good position should something happen, as we are coming around to complete lap 13 already.
And it looks like we already have a car one lap down. Looks like Montoya had to come down pit road and ended up going a lap down because of it.
Yeah. So not a great weekend for Rouse Corporate Racing already. They're probably banking, I'm hoping, for the driver vote, the fan vote, that will allow another driver to get into the All-Star race. Of course, with the last chance qualifier, only the winner moves on to the All-Star race.
So at the moment, it's looking like Erica Reinhardt is starting to check out a little bit, trying to make her way in. But could it go for us? Keep in touch a little bit.
Yeah, and they're both pulling away from the rest of the field, whatnot. Just a matter of, are they burning up their tires, or is Goforth just trying to keep pace while making sure that he's not using up his stuff too?
I mean, Goforth is very good at that, considering where he's coming from.
Yep.
He comes from a background of just trying to, it's all about conserving your equipment. That is something he's been known to do. That is why he got the chance in this ride in the first place.
Yep. Here we see Hancock now, not really on the back bumper of the 98 of Bishop, but definitely trying to find a way around the Kroger Dodge here, as we see Hancock really just following Bishop in his tire tracks. And actually, I see some tire marks there in turn 1, so it's possible the 99 team might have gotten into the wall a little bit earlier in the race, and we just didn't catch it. So see, Goforth has actually started to reel in the 81 a little bit.
Maybe Goforth thinks it's time to go. Maybe he feels pressure from behind as we look farther in the back of the pack.
Yeah, it's some of the other drivers who just not had a great run in qualifying. I mean, qualifying was run earlier this morning, right when the track was starting to heat up.
And there's not a lot of rubber put down in qualifying, so these guys were the first. These guys were the first people on the track, and we can see who's good on the short run, who looks good on the long run.
Yep. RJ
These two
Bishop's
are
still struggling.
these two are still pulling away. I think RJ Bishop's holding up the rest of the field. But Goforth is there. He is on the back bump of Reinhardt. Does Goforth have the speed and the skill? Because remember, this is a veteran versus a rookie right here.
No, it's 2 rookies.
Is it 2 rookies? Oh.
Yeah.
It's been a while, you guys. It's been a while.
Yeah, IRL, we're recording this like a good month, maybe month and a half since we recorded Homestead.
Yeah.
Canonically speaking, it's only been 2 weeks.
Yeah. Goforth on the bumper, Reinhardt. Maybe Goforth's trying to pressure Reinhardt into making a mistake. You can see the darker little groove starting to form in a little bit, but not really anything to go. Like, no one's really trying to take Goforth a little bit lower than Reinhardt that time.
Yeah, I was about to say, Goforth definitely running about half a lane lower in turns 1 and 2. About to be running in the entire tracks, maybe eighth of a car width lower in 3 and 4.
I mean, that is something you do on short tracks, is show the nose, make them think you're gonna commit, and then force them to go high. That is something that you do on these short tracks.
Yeah, but unlike a lot of other short tracks, Pepsi Superdome does have a decent bit of progressive banking. You really want to run in the middle of the corner. You don't want to run too high or too low. You don't want to run too high because there's not really any grip, because all the dust and marbles off the tires get up there. You don't want to run too low because there's not enough banking really to carry the speed through the corner.
I think Goforth realized that and backed off a little bit so he can maybe mount a charge later in the race. Erica Reinhardt having a really good run so far.
Yeah, meanwhile, Hancock's still in the back bumper of Bishop for 3rd place, as we are completing lap 30, maybe 31 here.
30. It was lap 30.
31, actually.
We're on lap 31.
Yeah, we're completing lap 31, and we're now on lap 32. Tigger was just taking a while to update.
Erica Reinhardt trying to hold on over Cody Goforth, who's looking the back half of the pack. These guys just cannot make anything happen. Nobody can pass anybody.
Yeah, maybe the track's a bit too slick for these guys to really try and make any moves. Of course, in real life, we've seen the next-gen car also not quite work on the short tracks. Maybe that's just a product of what's happening here in the game, too.
Maybe so, maybe so.
Not to break the fourth wall or anything.
not trying to break the fourth wall or anything. Also, Griffin's back. I just now noticed. As you see, the 3 is still being held up by Bishop, but Bishop's starting to pull away a little bit now.
Yep.
Bishop.
We're gonna move Griffin into the recording booth here. Welcome back, Griffin.
I don't know how or why, but my mic got unplugged and it didn't want to bring the audio back. So
all good. We got you covered. Goforth has closed the gap a little bit to Reinhardt. Does Goforth have time to get to the back bumper Reinhardt in these next 14 laps?
They've definitely pulled away from the rest of the field, so it is really a 2-car battle here to see who qualifies for the All-Star race and who has to rely on the fan vote results.
And Goforth, it has not been here all season, so I don't know if he's gotten a lot of fans. Not trying to call him out or anything, but I don't think a lot of people would be voting for this guy. So, Reinhardt.
All I know is the poll closed at the drop of the green flag, so...
Reinhardt starting to pull away 3.374 back to Goforth. They might... Are they catching that 99?
I don't... Oh, there's the 99. Apparently the 99 was so far back that it looked like he had pulled off the track again, and I think they are catching up to the 99, just not as quickly as they might have liked to.
I don't think that they're gonna get to the 99 by the end of this race. Go Forth just trying to hang on for dear life, just trying to stick around that bump of the 81. Maybe the 81 makes a mistake later down the road. Like there, 81 went a little bit low, but Go Forth went a little bit high. Go Forth using the advantage, trying to carry some momentum.
Yep. 9 to
9
go at
left
the
to go.
line.
Go Forth on the bumper, Reinhardt. Go Forth feeling the pressure.
You know, they say in racing, you get to somebody's rear bumper, it's just all you have to do is get to the bumper.
Go Forth's gotten to the bumper a couple times, but has not really looked to make any moves.
Yep. And of course, the Reinhardt family, famous for being in situations where all you got to do is put the bumper to somebody. But of course, usually in that case, the Reinhardt was usually the one giving and not the one receiving.
Go Forth on the bumper. Do you think Go Forth wants to use the bumper?
I don't know. Goforth seems like a pretty clean driver from what I've seen so far of him this season. But at the same time, you know, you got to be aggressive, especially on these short tracks.
I mean, this is just to make the All-Star. Now, if this was for like a championship or a race win, I'm sure Go Forth would put the bumper to her. But I don't think Go Forth really wants to put the bumper to Reinhardt. At least not for the All-Star race. But I mean, no matter what, you still want to win a race. Like, you still want to win, even if it's a last chance qualifier to make the All-Star. It's like, you still want to win something.
Yep, 4 laps to go now as we come around to the back straightaway. Laps winding down very quickly here.
And they have pulled away from the rest of the field. It's just these two duking it out.
Yeah, Bishop has managed to hold off Hancock somehow.
He's been making things happen. Reinhardt's starting to pull away from Go Forth a little bit, coming to 2 laps to go. I think Reinhardt might have it in the bag. I don't think Go Forth has the pace to get there.
Yeah, I think Goforth used up his stuff trying to get to Reinhardt. Of course, it's one thing to catch somebody, it's another to pass them. White flag in the air. 4 more turns to go, well, now 3 turns, I guess, for Reinhardt to come around down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Laps go very quickly here, and
Erica Reinhardt leads all 50 and will waste her way in to All-Star. Go Forth 2nd place, RJ Bishop 3rd, Brendan Hancock 4th, Roberto Crown Jr. 5th, Elena Keshiel is P6, Blade Runner 7th, Morris 8th, Jackson McFree is P9, and rounding out top 10, Darian Orensdorf. Sorry. I apologize for butchering your name.
Well, I mean, at least as far as that's how it's pronounced. I could be wrong.
Congratulations to Erica Reinhardt and the Reinhardt family for racing their way into the All-Star event here tonight.
Yep. And Griffin, I know you weren't here for most of the race, so I won't necessarily ask for your thoughts. But Cody, your thoughts for this race?
That was great. That was awesome. It's going to be exciting to watch, see who can make passes and who can't. Because it looks impossible to pass.
Oh, yeah, it looks like both the 99 and the... wait, no. Yeah, the 99 had to make a pit, and then they had a tire issue, as did the 59 at some point during the race.
Oh, yeah.
As we see my few attempts at naming races.
So this is going to be exciting to see.
Yep. We'll be right back with the All-Star race next time for the next video. I said that awkwardly, but whatever. Anyways, we'll see you at the All-Star race, ladies and gentlemen.